Rapper Azealia Banks led to a lot of controversy on Twitter, as she usually does, after she tweeted about Sarah Palin. Now, it appears that she read a satirical article about Sarah Palin where Palin allegedly said that black individuals weren't forced to be slaves, they chose to be slaves. And even though it was satirical, Azealia Banks didn't seem to realize that, so then she went off on Sarah Palin in the worst possible way. Now, I'm about to read you the tweets. I'm going to read them verbatim, and they're not very nice. They're extremely vulgar, so I'm just going to give you a warning. Let's go with the first one. Sarah Palin needs to have her hair shaved off to a buzz cut, get head fucked by a big, veiny, ashy black dick, then be locked in a cupboard. Hideous, at least suck a nigga dick or something before you start talking shit about black people willingly accepting slavery. Least she can do. And finally, honestly, let's find the biggest, burliest, blackest Negroes and let them run a train on her. Film it and put it up on World Star.
World Star. No. Okay, all bad ideas. If you don't know what a train is, it's not a locomotive. Okay, it involves other things. Okay, so ironically, it sounds like Mel Gibson. You remember
Interesting.
You know when Mel Gibson threatened his wife,
his girlfriend,
whatever it was, oh, you should get raped by a bunch of black guys, except he didn't use that word, he used the other word.
He was much more vulgar. And,
right.
Yeah.
It seems like she lifted the Mel Gibson rant, which was horrible and hideous, and applied it to Sarah Palin. You can't do that. That's crazy. That's crazy. You can't say shit like this. Like, now, first of all, let's understand, and this is an interesting part of this conversation. There's a range, there's a spectrum, right? So if you're a politician, you can say less offensive things because you represent a lot of people and you don't want to speak for those people saying stuff like this. So that's partly why they're more careful with their words. If you're a celebrity or a comedian, maybe you're on the other end of the spectrum, you're have a lot more leeway. But even if you have a lot more leeway, you exceeded it.
Yeah.
Okay, you went way past it, Azealia.
I don't care if you're a private citizen. These types of comments are unacceptable regardless of what your status is, regardless of how angry you were when you posted them. We all have our moments where we become enraged over something that we think is an injustice or whatever it is. She went above and beyond. I don't care how much you hate someone, you don't condone rape, okay? You don't wish things like that on anyone, even your worst enemy. And you certainly don't post it on a public forum where, more than anything, you're actually doing a disservice to your own community, right? I mean, why are you giving material for racist people to work with? I mean, that's one of the things she's doing, okay? The statements she made are disgusting, and I disagree with them 100%. But you're a disservice to your own community. I mean, this woman does stuff like this on Twitter all the time, and I think she sabotaged her own music career as a result of that.
Yeah. So let's talk about that part of it too, right? So there's the rape aspect of it, there's the race aspect of it, and then there's the fact that she got the quote wrong. I mean, there's so many things to criticize Sarah Palin on, and you happen to get one thing, like the thing that you're angry about, you got it wrong. Oh, yeah.
I know, Cenk, but right? Honestly, even if it was true.
Even if it was true, it wouldn't matter. Of course not. Of course not. So, and it doesn't matter how much you dislike Sarah Palin, you can't laugh it off. Because if she said it about somebody you liked, right? Imagine if it was a conservative, like a Chuck Norris said a Hillary Clinton should be whatever, right? I don't even want to think about it, right? God, you'd be so mad, right? And you'd be right to be mad. So you got to put the show on the other foot, and that's why it's unacceptable. But one last part of it too, and if you don't like Sarah Palin, well, don't make a victim out of her, you know? Because now when this happens, she's going to rightfully say, look at the terrible things they say about me.
That's what I'm saying. It's not only a disservice to you, it's a disservice to your community, and it makes her, Sarah Palin, out to be a victim that needs to be defended. I don't want to ever be in a place where I have to defend Sarah Palin, but now I'm in a place where I have to defend Sarah Palin.
Yeah, don't make us do that, okay? And that's what we got to do today. So no, you can't say this even about Sarah Palin or anybody, okay? So just come on, everybody, bring it back down, man. So I know Trump has set us all on a path, and I'm not blaming him for these comments, right? But on a path of, like, you can say anything, even presidential contenders are talking about their penises. It's crazy, right? And we get mad all the time on the show, and we curse all the time on the show. But you can't bring up the race element, you can't bring up the rape element. That is way beyond the pale for anybody under any circumstance. She did wind up deleting the tweets, but yeah, first of all, when you delete a tweet, that's basically a way of saying, please pay more attention to this tweet.